Hey friends, I have a different type of video for you here today. I've been thinking lately about how I'm gonna make, what I'm gonna choose for content here, and it's kind of tough to figure out what I want to do, so I thought it'd be easier to do some of the things that I do know first and get them out there so that you have something to chew on if you do join and subscribe to my channel, instead of just having nothing there for you right away. So today we're gonna look at some of the nicest restaurants to visit when you're in Green Bay, with some of the nicest people, and coincidentally I've worked at just about all of them, and I'm not being biased here. I've really worked at a lot of restaurants in town because I'm a server, and through college I must have worked at 30 different restaurants through the area over the years, over the 10, 15 years of being in and out of college. So I have a lot of insight into these restaurants as well that I can give you for information. I thought that just might be a cool topic, and it's something I know a lot about, and that's what we're gonna do today. First up on the docket, as they say, we're gonna talk about the best Italian restaurant in all of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Now, they do have locations in Appleton and on the way to Crivets, and it's one family. Now, I believe the mom operates the other restaurants in the surrounding areas, but today we're gonna focus on the best restaurant in Green Bay if you want Italian food, and it's by far, hands down, and folks, it's a ways out there off the, I believe, I-41, 141 here, out in Bellevue. And the restaurant's called Luigi's. Fun facts, Giovanni and Farah own and operate this restaurant. And if you're looking to come here, I'm trying to find the exit for you, what the exit is, so that you can see my approach to the restaurant here, so you know how to get here. You're gonna take, I forgot the exit. Let me see here. Anyway, we're in Bellevue. We're headed towards their restaurant here. Some back information is that it's a true Italian food, not the fake stuff. And I don't know if they like me to say Italian or Sicilian, because they're actually from Sicily. And there's a big distinction between families from Sicily and families from the mainland. Sicily itself is off the boot of Italy in the ocean there, and it's its own distinct culture. So I guess I could say it's more of a Sicilian restaurant. I've worked here for 2 years. Fun fact, they're fantastic people. Fantastic. They have 2 boys and a daughter, and I'm not going to name any names because I don't know if they'd want that. But if you're looking for Italian in Green Bay, look no further than Luigi's restaurant out here in Bellevue. And we're going to be pulling right into the parking lot right now. There you go, folks. This is by far the nicest Italian restaurant in all of Green Bay. And not too many people know about it. They're out here, they have delivery. They're some of the nicest people in town. Some of the hardest working people I've ever met in my life. Like I said, I've worked here for 2 years. They treated me with nothing but kindness. So if you're in Green Bay, Wisconsin, and you're looking for Italian food, Luigi's is the place you gotta come to and check it out. I was told by customers she makes the best mussels in the world. Dipped in white wine, I believe soaked in white wine sauce or red wine sauce. Farah makes some of the best mussels in definitely all of the state of Wisconsin. All Italian, all are authentic dishes from Sicily. So if you're coming to Green Bay, this is the place you want to check out. Great, fun family atmosphere. And the boys are usually on pizza if they're still here. It's been a couple years. But like I said, they don't get enough attention. They're definitely one of the best places you're going to find in Green Bay. I don't even think there is another authentic Italian restaurant in all of Green Bay. This is gonna be your go-to stop. You gotta check it out. I'll tell you right now, the experience is worth it. And the prices are just phenomenal in this economy. I think you still get a dish for under 15 bucks and a glass of wine. If you're looking for the best hand-tossed pizza in all of Green Bay, look no further. Started by the Whitty family, Joe Whitty, born in North Dakota. September 10th, 1937. Five children born to Lawrence and Roberta Whitty. Joe graduated from Deluxe High School, 1956. That same year at 18, he leased a drive-in restaurant in town and ran it successfully for 2 years. The year I closed the drive-in restaurant, I took a job in a bakery, he said. Just got married that year. That began a series of jobs. A Kroll bakery chain that lasted nearly 10 years. Here's what I'm looking at. Happy Joe's today. I was hoping to give me the exact year that he started this restaurant, but it doesn't look like it was said here. Regardless, if you're looking for the best hand-tossed pizza in all of Green Bay, look no further than Happy Joe's. And their Mexican pizza is to die for. And just coincidentally, there's another place on this road, just a couple doors down, that I worked at for a couple years, called Hydrant Pizza. And let me tell you what, they make some of the best thin crust pizza, frozen. You'll find it in the frozen food aisle at almost any grocery store now in Green Bay. And they make them all right behind this door, right here. I'm gonna take you right to the front of it. And it's right next door over there. So technically you could come to Green Bay here, and within one little walk, you could get yourself a hand-tossed pizza from Happy Joe's, and you can come right over here through these doors and get yourself a frozen pizza at Hydrant Pizza. Where are they? Here they are. They're hiding it, see? I was trying to find it. I believe it's this door right here. Right behind these curtains here. I know it is. I'm used to coming in from the back when I was working here, yeah. All the employees come in from the back, and there's a whole center in there for making your frozen pizzas in Green Bay. Maybe a lot of people don't know that about Hydrant Pizza. So, you could try 2 pizzas at once within just, what? Well, actually, after the next video, you'll be able to see off in the distance to the left there, it's going to be the best thin crust pizza in all of Green Bay on my next little segment. Anyways, I'll get a little better shot here of the front of Happy Joe's for you. Like I said, you come to Green Bay or you live in Green Bay and you haven't tried it, it's a must. Now we're leaving the Happy Joe's restaurant here, and literally right across the street, the first turn to the left, right here, we're gonna go show you the best, hands down, maybe in half the country, the best thin crust pizza. And let me tell you what, crispy, crunchy crust, it's to die for. It's got a flavor on this pizza that you'll be laying in bed one night and you'll say, I have got to go and get me a pizza from, it used to be called Cranky Pat's, but now it's called Cranky Pat. Same kids, same family. We're literally on the next road. Right here on the left. I mean, it's addicting. It is expensive. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's one of those things that when you get a pizza from here and you're halfway through it and you still got the other half and you're full, that 30 bucks don't mean much anymore because you feel so great about it. You feel like you got your money's worth and you're supporting Green Bay local businesses. Best pizza. I can't say how old this place is. They should have a sign. I mean, I should have did my research, but this here is going to be your best thin crust pizza in all of Green Bay, hands down. I'm going to take you to look at the front of the building real quick. Even got the old little games and they're enjoying their pizza and everything, and they got an old time grill. It's got to be 100 years old, the pizza oven. And boy, I'll tell you what, you bite into that crispy, dark, crunchy crust. It's to die for. Less than 1 mile away from where we just were there at Cranky Pat's Pizza, north, right on this back road here running between Mason and you're going to be hitting Main Street, is probably one of the oldest hamburger stands in all of Green Bay. And I showed you their west side location in my Packer video, and here's where it all started, folks. Right here. Kroll's on the east side. I forgot my paper for the year, but I believe I told you it was somewhere in the 30s, 37 that they started. And let me tell you what, you want what we call in Wisconsin a butter burger, and it's got a crispy bun, it's got a couple slabs of butter, and it's got ketchup, and it's crunchy, and there's just nothing like it in Wisconsin. And you want some just absolutely fabulous beef, this is your place. Right here. Look at these old time signs and these old time everything. I mean, what a place. You go in there and they got the old time order counter and order windows. They got the old time area where people, like I said, my mom, the high school kids used to come here and dance all the way back in the 50s, and poodle skirts. And you watch, you ever seen the show where the Fonz hangs out at that diner there on Happy Days? This is it for you, right here. You're a fan of the Happy Days. That's an takeout order window over there. I mean, just look at the signage. I mean, you just look at it. I mean, come on, look at this. Look, even upstairs, I don't think I've ever seen that. Somebody's staying up there. They got little apartments and everything. Look at this old lunchtime sign. Tell me that's not authentic. Come on now. This is the place for you. You might even run into the ghost of Fonzie. I mean, what a beautiful little gem in Green Bay. Make sure you come out here and check it out and get yourself a butter burger. Look at this old time signs. How cool. How cool to still see something like this. Like I said, I've heard nothing but good stories about from my grandparents and parents throughout the generations. They'd come here and inside they have your jukeboxes. Back in the day, all the high school kids would get in their 40s and 50s souped up cars at the local high school and drive down here. I mean, how nice is this? Anyway, you want a burger or perch, this is going to be your best place in Green Bay. And it's a little pricey, but it's worth the pay to play at this one. All right, friends, this is just going to be an honorable mention because it really doesn't fall in the category of family restaurants in Green Bay. But in a way it does, because they've been around here for a long time. They just built this new restaurant over here for Domino's. And it's an honorable mention for the workers here at Domino's on the east side off of Nicolay Drive. I'll tell you what, it's not unheard of for people to drive all the way out here for a pickup order because of how good they're treated. In a day where everything costs so much money and everything's rushed, this is a place where guys, they won't just pull the pizza out as fast as they can with sloppy and crust, and they really do a great job, and they treat everybody with kindness. So I just wanted to give an honorable mention to the workers out here at Domino's on Nicolay Drive. They really do a good job taking care of their customers and making great food in a time where half the time you go to pick something up and you just in the empty pit of your stomach and the pizza's no good. These guys really care about the customer, and they really care about the pizza they're making. So if you're ordering from Domino's, go to the one out on Nicolay on the east side. It might be a little bit of a drive, but you might find yourself a few laughs with a few good workers, and you're gonna get good food every time. Nice looking car, folks. You don't see too many of them Trans Ams rolling around. Well, folks, if you're looking for the best Mexican food in all of the area, right here on, what are we looking at? Walnut Street. Look no further. Taco Burrito Mexico. Personally, my favorite dish is the chimichangas, but everything here is absolutely fabulous. I didn't want to record people. I'm sure they don't want me recording them. Not all the time. Quick little clip here. That sign's got to be from the, I don't even want to take a guess, but I would say it's, that McDonald's sign up here has got to be 75 years old. I know they probably hit way past 100 million sold at this point, but look at the original sign, the original Speedy logo. I just wanted to add that clip in here. And we're going to be driving right past it. I'm going to show you the best breakfast in all the state of Wisconsin. And I seen this old time McDonald's Speedy sign, and I thought, I'll try to capture that on camera. Well, folks, we're pulling up to the best breakfast restaurant, I would say, in the state of Wisconsin, hands down. It's a little place in Green Bay here called the Pancake Place. You come here for a game, or you're staying in town, you have to come check it out. Hands down, the greatest restaurant for breakfast in the state of Wisconsin. This tiny little place here has had to have been here over 75 years. I didn't do all the research on this. This video got just crazy long. I don't know what I was thinking. We're gonna have another long one. But here we're looking at the old time sign. That sign's got to be 75 years old. 16 times winner, best of the Bay. 16 times. As you see, there's some clothes strewn about over here. You might get a show too when you're watching out the window while you're eating your breakfast. Anyway, here it is. Let me tell you what, folks, it's only open a couple hours a day. I believe they open at early in the morning and they only serve till a little in the afternoon. I want to say I could have walked up to the door there maybe 4 o'clock. They only serve a couple hours, and that's all it takes. They get so packed with people that you better get here early, or you just know you might wait a little bit. But these restaurant servers here are always on their game. This is the only place in the state of Wisconsin you'll be able to get yourself the whole gamut. They got pancakes the size of basketballs, maybe bigger. And you can order a full breakfast with pancakes, bacon, sausage. You can walk out of here and have the biggest meal of your life for under 20 bucks. It's an absolute steal in this economy. And I'll tell you what, this is the greatest breakfast. I've been coming here since I was a little boy, and this is the greatest breakfast you can find in the state of Wisconsin. Hands down, 16 times winner of the Bay. You're right here. I know you got one of the oldest gas stations in Green Bay. Man, this video is going to be excruciatingly long, or you're going to enjoy it. There's not going to be any one way or the other, because I'm just seeing such cool stuff. I'm adding it to it. Another honorable mention up here on the right is a place called the Golden Basket for breakfast. Not too bad, a little more expensive, and I'd say a 6 out of 10. I worked there. Fun fact, they tried putting me on the schedule for 80 hours my first week working there, and I told them I was taking out the trash, and I took off running right out the back door. Anyway, the family's straight from Greece. They're some of the hardest workers in Green Bay area, and they run a great operation. So that's just a little fact. We're coming up to another honorable mention I'm seeing here on my way to the best family restaurant. For an honorable mention, I'm gonna shout out Margaritas in Green Bay here right next to the stadium. You want a margarita the size of your head and you'll get and you'll really feel the drink, that's where you want to stop. Best family restaurant if you want to bring your kids. Chuck E. Cheese. Where do you even see these anymore? Where do you even see them? Anyway, they're parking for the Packer game today, so I said I'd just swing by, so I'll just talk a little bit about the place. I worked here all throughout high school. If you're in high school and you're looking for a job, look no further. It is one of the most fun jobs. I used to dress up in the suit and dance and do the whole 9 yards. And boy, did we have fun. Boy, did we ever have fun in high school working there. It's Packer Fun Night, where all the families here are coming to see the game at a really reasonable price. I didn't know I was going to run into it like this. Boy, oh boy. Once a year they do the Packers offense versus defense. I probably should have thought about that before I made the recording. Anyway, I worked at that Chuck E. Cheese there, and I was the costume, and I was in the game room, and let me tell you what, they do not reuse pizza. I worked there personally. Great place to work. Anyways, passing by, I see Ashwaubenon High School. Little fun fact, state championships football team over the years. There's their field. Some of the best high school football in the country here. Ashwaubenon High School. Just thought I'd show it off considering I was driving by. There goes their field. This video is going to come to an end here eventually. As per usual, it's gotten way too long. I think I'm going to make a 10-minute video and it turns out to be absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, we're looking to end the day. We're looking at the best steakhouse in all of Green Bay. And there's an argument around here whether it's Texas Roadhouse or Longhorn. And coincidentally, they're in the same parking lot. You're looking at Longhorn here. Or I mean, Texas Roadhouse. If you're going to say the best steaks and atmosphere together, add it all up, Texas Roadhouse, you can't beat it. You go in there and it's an upbeat atmosphere. You got line dancing, peanuts all over the floors. You get the whole authentic experience like you're right at a rodeo. There it is, on the corner of Oneida here. And coincidentally, it's in the exact same parking lot as Longhorn. So there's a lot of, argument in Green Bay of what's your better steak. Anyway, this is where I'm going to end the video here in about 2 minutes with some final thoughts. Here we're at Longhorn. Now, Longhorn is great, but it caters to an older crowd. It's way more calm down experience. You're not going to get any noise or any of that hoopla here. But they have fantastic steaks. I would say their steaks here are as good as they get. I would say that if you're looking for just a steak and a really calm experience with the family and something that's toned down, this is the place for you. Now you want the whole experience, line dancing, peanuts flying, you're going to want to eat at Texas Roadhouse, which we just visited before this one. Anyway, folks, I worked here as a busser for a year in college, and great people work here. I don't have much else to say. I hope you enjoyed this video, and like and subscribe. Leaving Longhorn there and already telling you the video is over. I seen this old 100-year-old sign here for Arby's, and I thought I gotta shoot it. So what's the harm in saying like and subscribe twice? But there you go. We'll end this on just a beautiful old sign for Arby's fresh roast beef sandwiches. Look at that. How cool is that? How cool is that? If I could fit that in my house, I'd put it in there and light it up. Thanks for watching.